welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Kai the Hippie. Today we're having another art related video. If you cannot tell from the title, I'm reviewing this set of markers here. They just came and they were remarkably cheap. I'm talking like $27. That's $26 and some change, but you know, I'm rounding up. 120 pieces in these. They're called Dabo and Shobo. You know, the reviews were really good, so I'm really excited. I figured the best way to review these was to be do an open up together and then just make a piece of art and see what happens. So let's do it. Don't mind my desk. It is very messy. I've been working on a lot of art this week and I need to clean it up really bad. So yeah, there's lots of gross stuff. Anyways, all right, so this is the thing. It's very heavy. I'll open it up. Ooh, okay. Right away, these are not organized in a way where the colors make sense. So that is definitely a downside, because I'm gonna have to do that myself if I want them looking right. As you can see, they're just like a random order. Comes with like a longer strap, that's nice. So that way you can take this bad boy all around the place, but yeah. They're just normal brush and nib fine point ones. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna make an art piece and see how it goes. Let's do it. So I'm going to use this as my inspiration reference photo for this. It says Ali Falek Photography. I'm not sure who the model is or anything, but this is the photo I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna go ahead and sketch that out real quick, and then I will do a time lapse of using the markers, and then I will stop and explain if I have ideas or things that I want to say about them. Alright, we are doing a little voiceover here while I speed draw this thing. Alright, so first of all, I was just kind of sketching out these markers to kind of see which ones I wanted to use as my shade color. I went for just this light gray, framing her face where the shadows are in the photo. I've really been practicing on getting better at correctly coloring my faces and shading them properly in a realistic way, if I can, if that makes sense. Yeah, so just going through, putting the gray down first of the darkest places on the image that I'm using here. I was originally just gonna do these like little spots, but then I realized there was a lot more to the picture that was pretty gray. As you see, I'll end up just go ahead and making this whole right side of her face darker because there was a shadow casted on that side of her face, and I wanted to make sure that the photo and everything looked somewhat like the reference photo. I wasn't able to get it quite like that just because hair is hard for me, and she has really light hair, very messy hair, and yeah, I was really happy with the face came out, but not really the hair at all. Yeah, so I'm just finishing adding up some shadows. I ended up adding some darker areas where the darkest shadows were on the shadow, if that makes sense, like the shadow on top of the shadow, if you will. And I put gray underneath my skin tones because it adds that layer of depth that the shadow would. You don't really want to use like browns and stuff from my experience just right underneath the skin, because then it ended up being just too dark at first. So I've been using gray first, and it's been working out very well. Let me know if you try to use gray as a shadow instead and if you like it. Here we get a little bit closer. Get a little bit closer now, baby. But yeah, here I am. I'm adding this color on top, and I kind of wish I would have went with a lighter one now, just because it is so orangey and so dark. But yeah, as you can see, when it goes over the gray, how it's just like slightly darker, and it looks really good. So yeah, I'm coloring in that face, making her look like a potato right now. It's you know, you just have to trust the process when you're making art. Trust the process, because if you don't believe in yourself, yeah, just believe in yourself, okay? And anyways, if it comes out bad, it's not that deep. You can start a new paper as long as your marker doesn't get on it. Here I was starting to notice that the marker was making the paper bunch up. I don't know if maybe I was adding too many layers of the alcohol marker, but I was really noticing a lot of bunching up on my paper. Yeah, it was yeah, it was doing a thing, but it ended up being alright. It just needed to dry out a little bit. So yeah. Here I am. We're adding some freckles to this girl's face. She's almost done. Not really. This took me like this took me like over an hour. I'm ashamed to admit. And now I am editing this video all in one go, because I am crazy and I'm gonna be in California for a week with my boyfriend. So yeah, I probably will not make any new videos, and I really haven't been focusing on YouTube actual videos. I've just been working on shorts, because that seems to be what people want nowadays. People want short little videos they can watch. So yeah, we did little short videos. That is what we do, I guess, because we if we want to be an artist, we have to do what people like and want to watch, because yeah. Here I started on the hair. This color was super streaky. I was really scared that it was gonna look horrible. I mean, like, the hair does come out kind of whack, but it doesn't look this bad. We end up saving it a little bit. But yeah, I've been really having fun with my YouTube channel. I've been making a lot of shorts and stuff. If you haven't checked those out, you definitely should check that out after this, or my other videos. My big sketchbook is completely full now, so I will be doing a sketchbook tour again. Yeah, I'm doing stuff. I've been doing a lot of digital paintings as well too. Just cause I have a lot of fun with those. So yeah, I like digital art because I feel like I'm not using up all my art supplies, but also, you know, if I've bought and spent all this money on my art supplies, I might as well use them. I might as well get the use out of them bad boys, because they're expensive. Yeah. The hair was looking okay at this point. I honestly should have just left it like this, because it looked kind of okay. But then I was like, I'm gonna darken up her face and stuff. Yeah, I have the too much gene. I do too much. Too much. Anyways, I thought this would look good, and it looks okay. But, I don't know. I need to practice on drawing hair. I'm gonna get better at drawing hair, because this is really, like, not it. Not really it here. Yeah. She's getting pretty close. I just wanted to add some highlights. I used this like gel white pen to add highlights on her nose and all the other places on the photo where it showed it being lit in it. This is always like one of my favorite steps of doing art. I feel like it brings everything together. Yeah. I love highlights. They bring art together. Yeah. Get some of that on that chin. I'm just putting it kind of like, yeah, again, like where the light parts are on the photo to make it look like the photo, and we're almost done. So this is what I ended up coming up with. we're gonna talk about these markers. I have a lot to say. I have a lot of opinions. Overall opinions on these markers is they are cheap markers. They're decent. Do I regret buying them? No, because it just was a good deal, whatever. It'll be good for when, like, I want to do projects with, you know, my siblings or whoever, and I don't really want, like, my nicer markers getting ruined. I will say there are some things that I don't really like. On mixed media paper, it leaks through the paper. On marker paper, it's fine, but it does make the paper, like, bunch up. When it dries, it lays down completely flat. It's fine. But, you know, with alcohol markers, one of the pros of working with them is that when they're wet, you can blend them together really easily and really nicely. And so with these, you know, yeah. But yeah, they're decent. They're okay. I'll put the link down below if you want to check them out yourself. I had a lot of fun making this video. If you like my content and you want to support me, you can check out my Patreon or my Etsy in the link, or message me on Instagram if you want custom artwork. But yeah, have a great freaking day. I love you all so much. Bye.